Hi students, today you're going to learn how to find the compound mass of compounds. So I don't really have any steps to follow out. You just need to make sure that you're using your periodic table and uh, do what I am doing. So there are three elements here. We've got Al, N, and O. So the first thing to do is, so first we're going to do Al, and you figure out how many atoms there are. Since there's no subscript between Al, there is one Al, and then you want to times that by the mass of Al. So you want to find Al on the periodic table, which is right here. The mass, you should go at 2 digits past the decimal point, which I believe is what your periodic table says. So you want to use all the digits on the periodic table. So Al is 26.98. So you're going to take that times 26.98, and if you remember back from a few chapters ago, that is an AMU. So 1 times 26.98 is 26.98. Then you want to do nitrogen. Nitrogen, there is one, there's no subscript behind the nitrogen, so that's 1, but it's in parentheses, so there is actually 3 of them. Look on the periodic table for nitrogen, and nitrogen is 14.01. Remember, the mass is below. And that is an AMU. 3 times 14.01 is 42.03, and I did forget AMU up top here. Lastly, we have O. O has a subscript of 3, but it's also in parentheses that has a 3, so there's actually 9 of them. 3 times 3 is 9. Look on the periodic table, and oxygen is 16.00. So times 16.00 AMU, and that is 144 AMU. Lastly, what you want to do is add the 3 together. So once you add those 3 together, what you get for a total is 213.01 AMU. So that is the total. We're going to practice one more, and that's SR3PO42. You should pause and try to do this one on your own. So SR, there are 3 of them. If you look for SR on your periodic table, strontium is right here. It's 87.62. And that is 262.86 AMU. Next, we've got P. There's no subscript behind P, but it's in parentheses so that there are 2 of them. If you look on the periodic table for P, P is right here, so it's 30.97. 61.94 AMU. And lastly, we've got oxygen. There's a subscript of 4 times your 2 outside the parentheses is 8. Oxygen is right here. It's 16.00. And 8 times 16 is 128 AMU, and then you want to add all of them together. When you add all of them together, you get is 452.8 AMU. That is it for today's notes.